Hey everyone, welcome to another exciting tutorial. I was made aware of some issues that builders had with disappearing parts while setting up the foundation for low orbit bases. So I thought to myself, why not make a tutorial on how to start a low orbit base? But before we get started, don't forget to check the description below this video to find a link to the PBF Discord and more No Man's Sky builders that are worth your while. Alright, let's get started. As you can see in the distance, there is a custom marker at about 1170 units from here, which marks a power hotspot. You might wonder why I placed the base computer here while my hotspot is so far away. This will become clear soon enough. There are several techniques used to create a low orbit foundation, and before I show you my technique, I'll show you another one that is used quite often. And this is done by placing walls on top of each other until a certain height, then place a floor on top of that. Travel up to that platform and then rinse and repeat until you hit the building limit. As most of us know by now, once we place a base computer, the building limit from the base computer is 300 units in every direction. Picture it as a building bubble. That bubble can be extended to 1000 units. Another technique is the use of the returning staircase. With this technique, the builder builds up a staircase in one direction, let us say 50 stairs, and then builds another 50 stairs in the opposite direction, to return to the same position above the base computer. Both of these techniques will allow you to build upwards until the building limit is reached. However, these two techniques will limit the building area once you reached low orbit. It is also not possible to build another base computer on top, as the land below already has been claimed. The technique I am using is quite similar to the alternating staircase. However, I do not place my stairs back and forth but in one line. The reason why I have placed my base computer here, 1170 units away from my electromagnetic field, is because I will be building a staircase starting right from here all the way up there until I hit the limit of the building bubble. Then I will extend a floor as far as possible until I am able to place another base computer and claim that terrain. That will result in a bigger radius to work in. But let us start with the stairs, and I will be fast forwarding this. So right now I reached 100 stairs, which means I'm now at a distance of 530 units away from the base computer. Keep in mind, the distance is not calculated diagonal, but as if I would be standing on the planet's surface. So let us continue with the remaining stairs until we reach the building bubble. Logically, we will not be reaching 1000 units, as the limit is a bubble, not a cube. And here we are. We have reached the building limit of our current base computer, and I am only at a distance of 847 units. So we will need to extend our base limit further until we reach our power hotspot. So let us drop down a few stairs and start with placing floor tiles from now on. So we will build floors until we once hit again the build limit. Now we have reached the building limit, and we are still 258 units away from our hotspot. Therefore, let us go back a little bit until our building rights return. Then we go into our building camera and start building more floors from that position. And let us try to get as far as possible and then check how close we get to the hotspot. Even when we reach the building's camera limit, we can continue building floor panels. So let us go and have a look at how close we got. So it seems I actually built too far. So let's go back and check with our build camera how close we can get. Once we are happy with the distance, we can delete the remaining floors and try and see if we can claim the land right here. We are 1166 units away from our previous base computer, and according to our new base computer, that is not an issue. So let us claim the base. Now I have claimed the base, I will have to secure this position and easy access. Because we just built a new base computer and claimed this location, all the new parts I built will be registered on the new base computer. As you can see in my build window at the bottom right corner of the screen, the orange banner lets me know that any item I build now will be registered on the Linus Dasker base computer, which is the name of the last base computer I just placed. Before we go any further or higher, we should test out first that reloading the save will not remove the current base computer. Now, before we save and reload this game, let us build a landing pad here so we assure ourselves of easy access in case we fall off. We also will need this landing pad later on because we will have to delete all the stairs we just placed to get up here. Something else that you must keep in mind is that you only work with autosave until you are sure the base computer and parts are not disappearing after reload. Do not manual save until you are 100% sure. That way you can return to a save before anything went wrong. So let us call in the ship and hop in and out to create another autosave, reload the game and see if everything stays. Now the game has been reloaded and we can see none of the items have been removed, so this means that we are safe and at the right height to start a new base. Now it is time to remove the whole scaffolding we built before. This means all the floor tiles and stairs we used to get up here. As I am building right now in creative, it is no problem for me to jump down and delete the base computer and the stairs and floor panels with it. However, if you are building in any other mode than creative, you will want those resources back, so that means deleting every piece one by one. Luckily for me, I just have to jump in my ship and delete the base computer. And there we go, the whole thing deleted except the new base computer and my landing pad. From now on we can do some extra research on how high we still can get from here. The advantage of building like this and placing the base computer on this height is that our building radius, our bubble, is much bigger now. Keep in mind however that planet's building radius remains the same, so what I would like to do now is to check how high I still can go before I reach that limit. We will be doing this by placing a series of stairs from the base computer and see which stairs are deleted after a reload. And let us change the color of these stairs every 5 pieces, that way it will be easier for us to see where the limit occurred. Now once I reach a certain height, we can now place another series of stairs, but now each stair will have a different color. In total I will place 20 stairs. After I place those stairs, I'll hop into my ship in and out to create an autosave, and after reload we can see what the limit will be, if I reached it at all. Keep in mind I have left my manual save still untouched, so if anything goes wrong I can return to a point where we did not have any issues. Once I did the reload, I noticed that I still had not reached the limit, so I placed another 10 stairs on top of it and made the last stair metal. That way I could already see from below if any parts were removed. And as you can see, the metal stair is still there, so I did not reach the building limit of the planet yet, which means we could go even further up. But for the sake of the tutorial, let us say we reached the limit. Before we go on, I would like to warn you not to place any base computers or save beacons near the building limit of the planet, because then you risk of having these hidden after a reload. Hidden means that the parts will still be there, and also will the icons, but they will not be visible or interactable. In the case of a base computer, that means you will not be able to upload or remove your base any longer. Once you have reached the limit of the planet, you will have to delete the last stair to make sure you will be staying inside that limit. If you look at the stair, you can see that its snap point is not on top of the stair but rather in the middle. That is where the limit is. Now, anything built underneath this limit will be saved, uploaded and visible after the save and reload. Placing a few floored panels on the height will serve as a reference point that will help you to stay underneath the limit while building. Now you are ready to start building your own low orbit base. And that's all for now. I hope you enjoyed this and learned something useful. As always, let me know in the comments what you thought of this tutorial, and if you have any questions, remarks or better solutions, please do not hesitate to place them in the comments. Or just join our Discords and share your bases, ideas and questions with us. Thank you all for watching. If you liked this video, make sure to hit that like button. If you're not already, perhaps you could subscribe. That way you can keep up to date with further content I'm posting. If you want to see more, click one of the thumbnails showing on the screen right now.